Why? Why is this happening with me?
This is my friend who's 1000 on chess.com. His name is Naveen. And in this video, I am going to see whether he can play like Paul Morphy. I'm going to show him a game played by Morphy, which is known as the opera game. There will be 8 moments where he has to find the exact move that Morphy has played. If he gets 4 right, then if he gets less than 4 right, then he'll be the one who will be giving me a chai party treat. Yes, Naveen, right? That's what we agreed.
This
Yeah.
is not decided on me. What if I
This is
get
what happened.
all of them right?
Okay, if you get all of them right, then throughout 2024, I will pay for all the chai party treats. Okay? Okay, throughout 2024.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Shall we begin?
Yeah, let's begin.
Morphy opens with e4. His opponent plays e5. Morphy plays knight f3. d6. Naveen, do you know which is this opening? Don't worry, this is not a question. This is not a serious question. I'm just asking.
I'm not sure actually. I'm thinking of English opening. I'm not sure if that's right.
No, this is not the English opening. The English opening begins after c4. This is the English opening when you push the bishop pawn.
Yeah, I don't have any idea, but I've seen this kind of opening.
Yeah, it's very famous. It is known as the Philidor defense.
Okay.
But it's not a good opening for new players because what it does is it limits the bishop. Like, look at this bishop. It cannot go here anywhere now.
Okay.
So that's why ideally you want to develop your knight to protect this pawn. After knight f3, d6, this bishop gets limited. And now Morphy plays the move d4, fighting for the center, a very good opening principle to follow. And his opponent plays bishop to g4. Now this, what do you think? Is this a good move or a bad move, Naveen? It's not a serious question, so you can...
Give me a second.
Think.
One problem that I see with this move is that if suppose white decides to take the e5 pawn and then black retakes that pawn, then what white can do next is just capture the queen, and then the king has to actually move from its position, which does not allow the black king to castle after that. So in that sense, I think that's a disadvantage that I can see. In general, it is a nice thing. It's a nice thing because it's kind of pinning the knight on this diagonal. So yeah, that's what I can see.
Okay, very good. Like you said that after d5, queen takes, king takes. This king cannot castle. Yes, that is there. And at the same time, after king d8, black also loses this pawn.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So that is there. And in general, yes, it's a good idea to create pins like this. But often in the opening, developing the bishop so early before any of your knights is a big issue.
Okay.
Because as you'll see in this game, there is a very big weakness with developing this bishop so early. Okay.
Sure.
So bishop g4 happened. Morphy played d into e5, the move you told. But don't worry, this is not the this is not the moment. Okay. Black took, queen took. Okay. Now there is no knight to chop off here, and black took back. Now this brings us to the first moment. Okay. You're playing with the white pieces. Imagine you're Paul Morphy. What will you play? You have a minute to think.
I might play this. So I might play queen to h5.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, let us see what Paul Morphy played in the game. What do you think, Naveen? Did you play like Paul Morphy or not?
I'm not sure at all.
Okay.
Actually, I was thinking of that.
Then why didn't you play this move?
I thought it would be something different than the obvious move. That's why. But okay, anyways.
This is the thing, okay? This is a very important learning. Oftentimes, we think that strong players, they play very unnatural moves, or they might try to do something out of the blue. But most of the time, you'll see them making very normal looking moves. Only when the time is right, they will sacrifice or play something very unnatural. Okay.
Okay, I know next move what I should do now. Okay.
Okay, let us see. Let us see. So there is a checkmate threat here.
Yeah, I see
Okay.
that.
So black decides to defend this checkmate threat with the move
Hmm.
knight to
Knight
f6.
to
Okay, developing his
F6.
piece. Now what will you play? This is the second moment.
Hmm. Bishop to G5.
Okay.
So that seems the safest to me right now, or the most obvious to me right now.
Okay. Okay. So bishop to g5 is very interesting. You are putting the bishop and pinning the knight. What do you think? Did Morphy play this?
Uh, I'm not sure. Let's see.
Okay. Morphy played.
Oh God! Uh, did think of that once, but okay. Anyways,
Okay. Now there is a double attack here. That's the
huh.
reason why. Okay. And here we see the problem of not developing the bishop. Okay. Now there is no bishop to guard this pawn.
Okay.
Okay. So that's why queen b3. Now it hits this pawn. And black can feel the absence of the bishop and at the same time
Uh,
hitting this pawn. So there are two attacks and black has
okay.
to defend against one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Black plays the move queen to e7, simply guarding this pawn.
Okay.
And now is the third moment.
Hmm.
Okay. Think what will you play with the white pieces. Remember there is a general opening principle. It's always a good idea to develop your knights before you develop your bishops.
Okay.
Queen to b7.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. In the game, Morphy played the move.
Why? Why is this happening with me?
No, it's completely understandable because you're trying to play the moves of Morphy, one of the greatest chess players. So yeah, it's a very obvious move, Queen B7, and
Hmm.
many players often say that okay, it's a free pawn, let's gobble it and then let's attack the rook. But often in chess, it is not only us who are playing the game. It's
Mm-hmm.
not only white who's playing the game. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you also have an opponent, and your opponent is also thinking about how to foil your plans.
Okay.
So what your opponent can do here is the move queen to b4 check.
Uh,
Okay, it's a check on your king. And at the same time, he's threatening your queen and this bishop as well.
that's true.
So this pawn on b7 is actually defended indirectly with this move.
Oh, that's not. Oh, that's nice. Hmm. Okay.
Okay, so now after queen b4, bishop b4. And
Right.
once the queens get traded off, it becomes very, very difficult to attack the enemy king. Okay, so this will be an endgame. Most likely Morphy would win, but it's going to take a very long time. So remember, you want to keep your queens while attacking and remember to develop your pieces. Okay, every
Okay.
time you get out new piece into the game, it becomes harder for your opponent.
Okay.
3-0, but okay, I believe you. I believe you. It's okay. It's understandable. Fine. Okay, this is how we learn. Knight c3 happened. Remember, there is no queen b4. There is suddenly no check here. So after queen b4, there is bishop into f7.
Hmm.
King moves and boom, the queen comes into the game. Next move, there will be the bishop, there will be the long castling, and the king rook coming over. Lot of threats.
Okay.
Yep. So after knight c3, black played the move c6. White played your favorite move, bishop to g5. So I'll
Okay.
actually give you 1 point for this move, one bonus point, because I remember when the queen was on f3, you said this move.
Right.
So yeah, full marks for that. Bishop g5, also developing a piece, and b5. Moment number 4, Naveen. Come on. Now look, this bishop is attacked. But remember, when you are ahead in development, you can often afford to sacrifice to take advantage of black's undeveloped pieces.
Okay.
Okay. So think carefully. White to play. This might be the toughest move to find in the game, or maybe I would say second toughest. But if you can do it, man, bravo.
I have one interesting attack. If I go knight to d5 and I'm attacking the queen, but I'm putting in threat two of my pieces can be taken off. Then I will take it and I will check, which has to maybe protect using knight and then the castle and doesn't have to go on d. So probably the knight to b5 should be done first so that I can have a check first on the king. So okay, let's see. So guess, but I think knight to b5.
Okay, let us see. 3, 2, 1. The move is
Yes.
very good.
Okay, great. I'm not too bad.
Yeah, very good. Come on, knight b5. Fantastic move. You rightly pointed out, after c into b5, there is the move bishop into b5 check. This is very typical, okay? Whenever you have a lead in development, and let's say the opponent's king is in the center and all their pieces are undeveloped, you should always look for ways to attack the king. The opponent defends the check with knight d7. You got one right, and you also got the bonus point for bishop g5. So your score is 2. Now this is moment number 5. What will you play with the white pieces?
So my immediate thought was कि I would want to castle. So the idea was I'm putting pressure on the knight on d7. So long castle basically, having my rook on d1.
Do you think Morphy played it?
Uh,
Okay.
ask it like that.
Okay. Okay. 3, 2,
Okay, yeah, let's
1.
do it.
Morphy played the move. Boom! Very good. Very good.
Thank God.
Fantastic. You have got 3 points till now. This is a very good move because, as you said, first of all, it gets the rook in the game. Okay, and whenever you're attacking, you want to always bring as many pieces as possible to the game, as many pieces as possible to the party. At the same time, there is a concept which is known as increasing the tension in the position. Okay. So in this position, if you see here, there is already this bishop that is hitting at the king. Many players, they could be tempted to play a move like this.
Okay.
But what it does, it is that you're giving a very, very powerful bishop, and the opponent has a very easy move to make here.
Right.
They cannot capture with the king because that would lose their castling right. With the knight, it's impossible, so they'll capture with the queen. Then you cannot long castle, the opponent will simply develop here, and their king will run away. Whenever there is such tension, always look for ways to increase the tension, which is what you did with the move long castle. So good job there. You want to release the tension only when, let's say, you're getting some big advantage in return. So long castle happened, very good. Rook d8. Now what do you play? You have these two bishops which are beautifully pinning the knights. You have a queen which is kind of very active, and you have a rook on the open file. Okay, but the main thing here is black's pieces are not going to come immediately into the game. You have to be very fast. Okay, if you're not very fast in your attack here, black could develop this bishop and the king could run away. So you have to be fast, and also you're down in material.
The plan is to somehow. So what will it do next? So what I can give a check. No. Oh wait. So I can give a check because the knight is gone from there, and I can give a check to the king, and then it has to bring its queen back to the game.
What will you play? This is like the toughest moment, the toughest decision you have to make. Okay, look for more options. That's the only hint I can give you. Okay, and as I said before, try to see if you can bring all your pieces to the party.
So if I take if I take the knight on d7 with my rook, then it has to take back with the other with its own rook. So that's done. And then after that, if I bring in my rook on h1 to d1, then it lost its knight, and its rook is pinned on d7.
So what will you play?
I think I will take the knight with the rook on d1.
3, 2, 1. Morphy played the move. Boom!
I actually got it. Wow.
Rook d7. And exactly the logic you explained why. That is spot on. Okay, Morphy decides to keep this pin instead of giving away this bishop. And after rook into d7, which is what happened in the game, he brings the last remaining reserve into the battle. Now remember, this is not possible because there is a pin on the king.
Right.
White basically has a simple threat of bishop into d7. And knight into d7 is not possible now because the queen will be lost. Same time, king d7 is not possible because there's a rook here.
Right.
So very good. It's like you are 4 out of 7. I don't know which moment was this.
Anyways,
Yeah.
maybe I'm four. That's important.
Yeah, you're four. You're four. You're out of the danger. Seventh moment. Can you find it, Naveen?
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. In such positions, it's important to get rid of opponent's defensive pieces.
If I just take the knight on f6, then probably some of my work is done. The thing is, if I just take the rook on d7, what is happening is take the it can take back my bishop using the knight. The problem with that is that the square on b8 is getting protected, and I can't just give a check the next move using my queen. And probably I can still take back the knight with my rook, but I don't think that's such a great move because I
Yeah,
mean
you're
I
exchanging
think
many pieces.
yeah, I'm exchanging many pieces, and the next move, if it just decides to take my queen, I think the black is at an advantage then. So yeah, I think that taking the knight would be a very good move.
So you will play bishop into f6.
Bishop into f6, yes.
Okay, so bishop into f6. Let's see what Morphy played. Okay, shall we?
Sure, okay.
Morphy played the move.
Ah, okay.
Okay, but I think bishop into f6 is still a fine move. You could play that. The only drawback with this move that I see is that there is g into f6. Next.
Right. Okay. So yeah, actually, I saw that, but I just thought that the next move, if you just take the
Yeah,
if you
this is perhaps still winning. Yeah, this is I would say still winning. But the thing here is you have given black some hope with their queen and rook to guard the position.
right.
Whereas
So
Morphy's response is like it crushes the game. It's like
okay,
game over. Okay. Yeah, you can still get a chai party. Okay. Do you think Naveen is gonna get a chai party or is he gonna get nothing? Comment and let me know. So bishop d7. Come on, Naveen. Knight d7 happened.
right.
Now what will you play? So just one thing. Okay, I'll just say one
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. Just say one thing.
Once the bishop comes into the game, it's okay. Not here. Maybe if the bishop comes into the game like this, it's gonna be harder to checkmate
Yeah,
the king. The king is
definitely.
gonna run away here.
Right. Right. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not choosing this move, but I was just thinking if I just take the rook, if I take the knight with my rook. So the thing is that if the queen decides to take back the rook, hmm, I still get a checkmate, I think. So if I give a check on B, uh, if I give a check on by
Yeah,
moving my queen
you're
on
right.
B1, so and it can't do anything because if the queen also comes back, if the black queen goes to
8, it will also
D8,
get captured.
right, right.
But
So
remember,
yeah,
black
it will
can also
not
capture
do
like this.
right. The black can also capture with
Yeah,
the
king.
king.
One more thing, Naveen. Whenever you're looking for anything
Uh,
here, always start to calculate forcing moves first, which means your checks, captures, threats. Are there any checks in the position?
right. Oh yeah, I can take the queen. So that's another check.
Yeah, that is one. And the other check?
The other check is if I just move the queen to b8.
Yeah.
And I was thinking b8, but the issue is that I just lose my queen, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I lose my queen. So that should not be correct. If I just move my queen, if I take black's queen right now, is it is it a checkmate? Like it will just take back the queen.
Is Naveen gonna get it, or is there gonna be no treat for him?
Yeah, this is.
Okay, Naveen, time's up.
Oh
You have to
God.
make a decision now. Rook to d7.
Yeah, rook to d7.
Do you think Morphy played that?
Right now, I don't think so, but okay.
Naveen says rook d7. Will he get a treat? Morphy played the move. 3, 2, 1. Boom!
I was thinking of that, but I just don't see how am I going to
Queen
win.
b8 check. Naveen saw this move. He saw this move very early. And he even saw that the knight takes the queen and he stopped his calculation.
Check, right?
Yes.
Oh, there's a checkmate. Shit.
And this was the checkmate.
Oh yeah,
This was the checkmate, guys.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I just didn't think I was thinking of attacking, but I just didn't see that. Yeah, the bishop is also guarding that square. So
The bishop is guarding the square, and this is where you need to know your checkmate patterns. Okay, like this is a very famous checkmate pattern. I can't remember the name, but I'll attach it somewhere. And at the same time, look, you stopped your calculation after the move queen to b8 because you thought the queen is free.
right.
Okay, don't do that. Okay, often there is a rule that you shouldn't stop your calculation when there is a forcing move in the position. Okay, like here there is a forcing move, another forcing move, that is rook to d8 check.
Right.
The checkmate. Okay, and this is what happened. Knight after knight b8, Morphy played rook d8 check and won a very beautiful game after so many sacrifices.
Okay.
What do you think about the game, Naveen?
Oh, it's a very nice game. It's cool because White was able to just give up its pieces and still win.
Yeah. That is another thing I notice is like often when let's say your piece gets attacked, the first tendency is to run away, right? Like for example, here b5 happened, this bishop is under attack. The tendency would be okay, let me move my bishop. But often like when you like study the opening principles, you realize that you can often have such moves at your disposal. Okay, don't be afraid to counter attack like this.
So no one's at a loss, at least you can say.
So no one's at a loss. We would say this was a truce, this was a draw.
One good thing, I got to learn this move, so I guess that's a win for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, no chai party for me, it's okay.
That is it from my side. If you like the video, do hit the thumbs up button and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. If you like this series, do let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more such videos. Thank you very much and bye bye.
Bye bye.
Anyway, this part is gonna get edited. This I will edit because I don't remember the year.